Welcome Capricorn Aquarius to your mid-month April reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Using the Akashic deck this time. They're already set up, so let's get in here and see what's going on with you in the mid-month. Okay, so we have the lightning bolt coming up in reverse over here. The lightning bolt in reverse is talking about nothing less than the divine power that moves through you and rises up from the depths of creation. Own it. It's a force that can help you light up the earth. This card is talking about you may have suffered a loss, but the storm is disappearing. It's dissipating, right? Some cleanup might be required, but it's time to set down new roots. So seek new ground and new growth. Apply your energy to wherever compels you now. So this is saying, you know what? I already went through a tower moment, and now we're doing the cleanup. Cleanup crew, right? This is where the lightning bolt struck. This is the same as the tower card, so it's kind of like the tower in reverse in its own way, kind of, sort of, right? It's saying that, you know what, we're going to rebuild. This is time to rebuild. Remember, in the tower, it's saying we struck the tower to the ground and turned it into rubble, and now it's time to rebuild everything around you. Okay, so it might have left some destruction in its, you know, in its wake, but now you can enjoy putting everything back together. Even though it'll feel like you're a little imbalanced about the situation, right? Because that's what happens. It's talking about the healing coming from the waterfall. The waterfall being next to it is a very good thing, because this card is talking about the life force that's never ending. This is where it's saying now is the time for the dynamics of the universe to shape up everything that it was brought down, right? So now you can say, okay, now I can get back down into my deep emotions and deep into my thought and start rebuilding everything. So whatever part of your life that you know had just taken a major loss, okay, this is saying, and now it's time to start picking up the pieces, healing from the pieces, and taking that power so that you can carve out your own destiny and take new steps to new things, right? Because remember, the ending is never the ending. It's always the beginning, right? It was struck down. It was killed, as you can say. It was turned to rubble for a reason, so that way you can rebuild something stronger on a stronger foundation. Even though our mind goes, just, you know, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's hard to see it that way when you're in that position. I know. I've been there. So don't kill the reader. I'm just telling you exactly how it is, right? It's there for you to grow. It's there for you to learn. It's there for you to get a new destiny going, and something bigger and stronger can come along into your life. Okay, with the Saint Initiation of the Count Saint Germain is a very beautiful card, because this is saying that this card represents your initiation. Okay, it's much more than just a change or a transformation. It's nothing less than your movement into a higher revelation of power, insight, and achievement. And the time is now. Because like I said, now it's like, you know, anytime you have a tower, it gives you a wake-up call, right? And so this is saying, not only is it giving you a wake-up call, but it's inspiring you to use more of your intuition, to see what is next, to put those lower vibrations to rest, to bed, and achieve what it is you really need for an enormous uplifting from the universe, right? The power that you hold within will impact your everyday. This is where you're going to get strong, not blocking your movement, right? But enforcing new movement, new change for bigger things. So the old things in relationships that keep your energy low are no longer there at your safety, but rather the opposite. They keep your mind in your difficulties. Even if the lower energy people and things keeping you down are gone from the tower, right? You may be stuck on their loss or just afraid to move on to something new, and they're saying no, right? You don't want to do this. We want to pursue the new. We want to look at new, beautiful things that are in front of us. And this is where your intuition is saying, I can see new, beautiful changes. I can see that I'm no longer stuck. I can see that I have something more powerful coming my way. Gotta love the Akashic cards, right? Because they're so empowering. So clarify on the waterfall of the healing and all of the clarity and all of the power that's coming through that water. Is such a heavy power source. Can't live without water. Diversity. Yes, getting rid of any diversity, having that beautiful change and understanding, writing your new ways, focusing on the new you, the new things that are coming within your life. Purple is, she's wearing purple, and it just popped out at me. It's such a royal color, right? It's the color of majestic and majesty and majesticness and royalty. Things that are going to lift you onto this bigger solid ground where you don't feel like, you know, I'm weighed down. So no longer having that diversity within your life or within your mind. Oh my goodness. Yes. Paving the way for new ideas, new things. Because you can only imagine if there's things are dead and gone, right? Or those things, you know, and left behind, and having all of those things, right? Now you can allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. See, so wow, it's saying you're going new places in your mind, and you know, just everywhere, right? Rebuilding everything, the new you. Yes, and then you have the Oracle of Delphi over here. Wow, that's a card of this is the High Priestess card. This is the card of empowerment and intuition, understanding your magic, your strengths within yourself, within your soul. Being guided to the better you. Understanding new things. We have the Archangel Michael too at the bottom. Wow. Totally being guided by the divine. You are divinely guided through this process. I don't believe that this was not done by some coincidence. This wasn't done because you did anything wrong. This was done for perfect divine timing so that the good universe over here could lift you up and carry you into a better place for yourself. No matter how horrifying it seems when that tower strikes, when that storm strikes, when that lightning bolt touches us and it destroys and scatters our whole life into pieces, what it's telling us is that I no longer want you in this area of your life. I want you. You deserve so much more. That was weak foundation. You don't need to be there. You need to be uplifted and go somewhere else. And your higher self is telling you the same things when you have the Oracle of Delphi. Wow. So, yeah. So it says, listening to your inner voice, where is that? Upright, it says, perception and interpretation. When you receive this card, you're in the time of great insight and psychic power, even if you don't recognize it yet. It lies very close to your conscious because you have used this gift in so many past lives. You get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and their interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you the powerful insight and an Akashic vision of the world. And that's what they're saying. Let me give you a sneak peek of what's going to be there. Listen to your dreams. Listen to your intuition, because these little pieces that are coming and going, they're not just your imagination. These are pieces of the puzzle for your life. These are pieces of things that I need you to pay attention to. When certain people come into your life now, I need you to pay attention. Pay attention to what's being said. Pay attention to the puzzle pieces so that way you can move into, like I said, that higher, more stable ground. Whoop. Okay, let's do this. These are actually the kind of readings, guys, I really love doing. I love the chakras. I love these deep readings. I love the deeper readings myself. Okay, ready? Celebration and collaboration, the friendship and the community and the happiness. Understanding where you're coming from in this celebration. Feeling like you have the powerful 3 within yourself. Man, that's going right back to that Oracle Delphi and that waterfall for 100. And then knowing that the initiation of St. Jeremy with a diversity is pulling you into that one place. Wow. So you can definitely feel that creativity and, knowing that they're bringing you towards a new community. Remember, because it says with the diversity, moving you out of one type of relationship, whether it's at work or whether it's within your friends or, whatever it is, right? Whatever the community you consider your community is, the circle of friends, circle of workers, and just knowing that they're going to bring in this new community, this new friendship, this new collaboration, this new social kind of circle towards you as time goes on. Or it could be happening right now for you and you might already feel that. Remember, this is a general reading. And also remember, my friends, that when I do these readings, even though they say mid-month, doesn't mean it 100% has to be at the mid-month. I'm going to make everyone aware of this because this is just the time that I'm doing these readings for you, that they could be coming through, okay, for a lot of you, and for others of you, because time is fluid. Okay, it's just the time I'm gathering the energy for the reading. Okay, I really want people to understand that because they are general readings. I have a lot of you that say, I've already gone through this, right? But that's because time is fluid. Okay, so there's something about the past that says, well, with the past, I wasn't getting the wealth that I wanted, or I lost a lot of wealth. I lost my job. I lost, this could even be COVID related. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it could have been COVID related to where I lost so much, and I've been trying to pick my butt up from that situation, and I've just been really having a hard time. I got behind on the bills. I got behind on the mortgages. I got behind in this and that and that and this. And I really was struggling. And Spirit says, don't worry about the past. Let's leave the past behind. The initiation of Count Jeremy says, it's time to let go of the past and let's worry about what's going on in the future. Don't so much try, you're going to try to pick up your ass no matter what because you still have to pay those past bills. This is for someone, right? It may be many of you. Whatever has happened in the past, just you're going to do what you need to do, but do not allow yourself to be stuck in this tower. Do not allow yourself to be stuck. Remember, unsticking yourself, sticking, whatever. Right? Because it says, I want you to find the joy of the present moment. Find the nostalgicness of what you can be, what could be, what you're working towards. Finding that wealth, finding that authority, and finding that abundance and success because there's so much more there for you. And if this is the loss of a love, whether it's because we divorced or we broke up or they passed, remember, we look back to what was happy, but we don't stay in the past. And especially never anything negative. Why? Because we're going to have a hard time moving forward. We need to stay in the present so we can have that success. And if you have things where you start getting down and I can't find that happy place, then find something within your life that was happy to raise those vibrations. But don't allow yourself to stick there too long. And I'll tell you why. Because then all of a sudden, when you're using those past nostalgic moments, you will all of a sudden be really happy. Oh my God, that was so awesome. Oh my God, and we had such a great time. Then all of a sudden, what happens, my friends? What happens? Everybody goes through this and you know exactly, man, I miss those days. Oh man, I wish things would be like that still. Now you're lowering the vibration. You pick yourself up from that vibration to look, you know what I'm saying? That's why we don't want to stay there. Because then all of a sudden you start over nostalging and wanting, oh my gosh, I miss those days. But not from a higher vibration. See, it might be like, oh my God, I miss those days. And then all of a sudden you keep thinking about it until all of a sudden it's like, man, I really wish I was there. I had a truck. I had a great job. You see now what the hell just happened. You just changed your energies. So when you think about those things, you want to think about, wow, it was so awesome when we did this and that, and then get out of there and say, yeah, I'm going to have the same thing in the future. I'm working towards that now. Things might not be great now, but I'm working towards that, and make yourself comfortable. You have to be comfortable where you are now to be able to lift yourself up to succeed for tomorrow, right? Having the joy. Yes, Absolutely. Use your perception and use your clear-mindedness, right? When it comes to the situation. If you have people in your life that you know are not good for you, then you need who challenge you, who make you feel like they're in control of a situation too much. That would be manipulation or over controlling to the point where you feel like it's too much challenge, too much competition, or too much protection. You need to set boundaries or get the fuck out. Why? Because that's not going to help you. That's not helping you. That's going to keep you down. No, you want to nurture the situation so that you can get to the 10 of Cups. We cannot allow people to eat off of our energy. If you know that it's a family member or something, it's like, yeah, well, we had these nostalgic moments. It was really nice. And I got to go home now. Or I got to get off the phone now. Right? Before you start trying to control the situation or become too whatever. Right? Drama. Negative. We'll just say negative. Because that's going to work on you. Bring you down. You need to sit over here. You need to become that emperor. You know where you are. Structure yourself. You had this tower moment for a reason because the universe wants you to structure yourself because you're worth so much more. This happened for a reason. Nothing ever happens for no reason. You will have some difficult decisions that are going to lay before you. Make sure that you are not avoiding or putting yourself into a deadlock when it comes to decisions. You need to think both about A and B and make pros and cons about the situation. Do not just try to walk away from them because they're too hard or annoying or they're like, I don't know. No, because that will end up you self-sabotaging something that's beautiful that's coming your way. Whether it's a love situation or whatever it is you love, but you're mutually attracting it. It's law and attraction. So something beautiful is happening over here, okay? It's just that you need to have the understanding, the perception to actually see what's going on. And the Spirit says you will see. You will see. As long as you don't allow yourself to, what? Get too impulsive on situations. You allow yourself to be in confusion or deadlocks, or allow someone else to take over your power. Or get stuck in the past. Plain and simple. Woo! Beautiful reading, my friends. Oh my gosh. I love that. Let's teach it and preach it. Yay! Okay, let's go. Yes, coming from your heart source. Always come from the heart source, my friends. You know it because your heart knows best. As soon as it all comes from the heart source and it all comes from straight up from that heart and you open up that heart chakra, you will be able to perceive everything. Everything will become clear. And that's where the calm and the peace and the comfort comes from, and the knowing and the love and the self-love. And just simply understanding that things can suck and they're crappy, and every person on this planet goes through this at one point or another, right? So just simply love so that you can have the what? The clarity to believe, to be able to see. Clarifying the situation, transforming your life into the better places that you deserve to have, the places that's already on its way. All you have to do is put one foot in front of the other, and there you go. Woo! That was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.